Head coach Mike Brown recently came out in an interview stating how the utilization of rising star Keegan Murray might look different heading into next season as he could be facing a lot more tougher defensive assignments. Sup guys, so Mike Brown came out in an interview during training camp pretty much just going over how Keegan Murray is going to be utilized heading into next season as it is going to be different than what he is typically used to as he's going to be looking at a more intense defensive assignments heading into next season and is something that he's definitely got to prepare for physically and mentally heading into next season if he wants to be able to take Sacramento up over that hump and into contention in the Western Conference. But before we get into the rest of this video, welcome back to Kings Digest, channel showcasing all of the upcoming Sacramento Kings news. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel as YouTube still tells me 85% of you guys still aren't yet subscribed. So please make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Let's try to get the 500 subs before the season opener against the new look Timberwolves on October 24th. And make sure you guys hit the bell so you don't miss any future notifications. Now, heading into today's first report, as it states, with the Sacramento Kings offseason addition of six-time All-Star wing DeRozan, many fans wondered how this change would affect rising star Keegan Murray. With Murray expected to play alongside DeRozan in the starting lineup, as Mike Brown did confirm the starting lineup is going to be Fox, Keon Ellis, which I believe is going to be great heading into next season. I'm so excited to see how that's going to work out. But then you're going to see DeMar DeRozan at the 3, Murray at the 4, and Sabonis at the 5, which on paper is just absolutely amazing. And I believe that this team, obviously we haven't seen how they're working together, but I believe they're just going to mesh so well together. I'm so excited to see how it works out next season. But with Murray expected to play alongside DeRozan, the 24-year-old forward must adjust on both sides of the ball. Murray has primarily played small forward since entering the league in 2022, but next to DeRozan, he will likely be moved to power forward in the starting lineup. And obviously that's just the best case scenario, as if you're Mike Brown, you don't want to take a talent like Keegan Murray out of your starting lineup, as he is just a phenomenal defensive presence who's shown ever since he came into the league that he is an elite shot maker. And even though his percentages might have took a bit of a dip as he was trying more, taking off the dribble threes, and that's not really his game. He plays his defense, plays his physical defense, and just waits for his shots. And off the catch and shoot, Keegan Murray proved he is lethal. He's up there with one of the best sharpshooters in the NBA off the catch and shoot. And with the addition of DeMar DeRozan, you can see Keegan Murray taking that step back and just playing more of that catch and shoot role. And then with what Mike Brown has been saying in the interview, he's going to have to take that next step on defense, as he's already a great defender. He's phenomenal at defense especially with how young he is. That's something that players, tend to develop later in their career, as is something that a lot of young stars don't really focus on too much. But Keegan Murray showed that he has his defensive instincts ever since he came into the league. So him taking that next jump next season and playing the 4, and just if he can help protect the rim a bit more for us next year, then that is just going to work wonders for this starting lineup. Now let's just head into the next report, as Murray is 6'8", has the frame to play the position, but it could lead to many matchups that he is not used to, as he's typically playing small forward. He's usually guarding the perimeter and maybe just helping out on the closeouts, or maybe just secondary rim protection here and there. But if he plays the 4, he's going to have to be down there battling against the bigs. So that is definitely going to be a change of pace for him. And it's definitely going to take some getting used to physically, as getting banged around in the post isn't exactly the easiest thing in the world, as he's definitely going to find that it takes a lot of energy out of you. As to prepare for this change, Murray has talked about getting ready to defend bigger players. As he states, it'll be fun to have another challenge, just to see what I'm capable of. So I'm excited for that. And I tried a little bit at the Team USA thing to try to guard bigger guys, just to get a feel for it, because Mike Brown told him that that's what's going to happen. So, I mean, when he was at Team USA, I mean, if you go back and see some of the clips and stuff from their scrimmages, he was seen guarding people such as like Bam Adebayo, as a shown a picture in the intro video, I'm pretty sure. But I mean, he was preparing for this change, as Mike Brown told him that that's something that he's gonna have to prepare for. So the fact that Keegan Murray is this dead set focused on trying to better himself to be the perfect player to fit into our Sacramento Kings starting lineup is just amazing, and it just shows how great of a young talent he is, and his willingness to learn and better himself, not even just for his own sake to get his stats up. He just wants team success, and he is a phenomenal team player. I'm just so excited to see how he takes this next step next year. But heading into the next one, as Kings head coach Mike Brown has also commented on the adjustment for Murray, telling the media exactly what young forward is working on to prepare. As Mike Brown states, Murray has got to keep getting stronger without bulking up, because he doesn't want him to turn into a power guy. And you've got to be able to take that hit, stay strong, and continue to step slide, and Keegan is heading in that direction. I'm excited to see Keegan take that step. As I mean, you definitely don't want to add too much size, as I mean, which shooters, I don't know if that's like typically the greatest thing, as I mean, adding a bunch of strength could kind of mess with your shot trajectory. Like, you kind of have to get the muscle memory back. So Mike Brown made it clear he doesn't want Keegan Murray to just eat his chicken and rice and just lift weights and get all bulked up to handle the post defense. He just wants him to develop his core strength and still remain solid enough so that he can take that hit in the post without, being too dislodged from it, and just be able to retaliate back on defense with that same physicality, and just be able to hold his own in the post without, just getting too big for his position. But I mean, Keegan Murray has definitely shown his willingness to prepare for this change, and I believe he's going to work wonders, and I do think that this could be beneficial, not just for the Sacramento Kings, but if he takes on this role to focus more on defense, chill back more on offense, let the game come to him with his catch and shoot threes, he's just going to turn into one of the league's most elite 3-and-D players, as he already is. But I believe he's going to be even more elite, and he's probably going to be either him or Keon Ellis is the X factor for the Kings next season, in my opinion. But let's head to the last report for the day, as Murray's progression as a defender has been very impressive since his rookie season, as he should continue to excel on that side of the ball. Murray has become a dominant two-way presence after establishing himself as an elite shooter in his first year. And with the addition of DeRozan, Sacramento's defensive weapons will be that much more important, as it is clear that Sacramento will not struggle on offense, as we have all the offensive firepower in the world, but using defensive specialists like Keon Ellis and Keegan Murray to be a top team on both ends of the court will be what takes them into title contention. So, I mean, that just tells you how important Keegan Murray's progression on the defensive end is going to be for Sacramento, as we don't need to worry about the offense. We just need to focus and hone in on our defensive specialists, such as the Keon Ellis's, Keegan Murray's. Once Devin Carter comes back, he's 100% getting some tough defensive assignments as well. And Jordan McLaughlin, when he comes back from his sprained ankle, hopefully he will make an impact as well and just help teach the young prospects what it means to play true defense, as McLaughlin is one of the best defending role guards in the league. And I mean, it's amazing how we picked him up for so cheap, as I don't know why the Wolves would want to give him up, but I mean, it doesn't matter to me because I'm so glad he's on the Kings, as I do think we need all the defense we can possibly get. So we need Keegan Murray to take this next step, and I do think that him moving to the power forward and developing his strength more to be more of an intimidating paint defender is just going to work wonders. But that's all for today's video, guys. Let me know down in the comments what you think or what you expect of Keegan Murray next season. If you think he is the X factor if we want to be successful in the West next season. And just let me know if you believe that Keegan Murray has what it takes to take us into contention. But that's all for today's video, guys. Peace out. I'll see you in the next one.